welcome to our video on street food in Chiayi. Before we go on, please take a big bite out of that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and help us enjoy the street food that is all over YouTube. Now in Chiayi, even though it's less well known than some of the other Taiwanese cities, you can find street food everywhere and there's a large variety of it. For example, you can go a bit more western with all kinds of breads and sweets and confectionaries, though it is a little different than what you're probably used to, at least if you live in the west. Then you also have like hot pot style kind of things, whereby, as you can see here, you just pick out whatever you want, they can cook it for you or you can cook it yourself. Then, because Chiayi is so, Chiayi and Taiwan in general is so closely connected and has a lot of history with Japan, there's a lot of Japanese style things, such as here, where you can see steak, and generally they try and use Australian Wagyu or something like that, but it's very nice. Continuing on with the Japanese tradition, there's obviously the Takoyaki, which are like small dough balls with squid inside of them, filled with, topped with a lot of kind of like seaweed kind of toppings. It's really nice, definitely a must if you've never tried this before. It's very savory, very gooey, and at the same time it's absolutely sweet and yummy. Now obviously, since you're in Taiwan, there's also the Chinese influence, and obviously you can get dumplings as many as you want, as you can see here, in any local restaurant or even on the street itself. Now, in keeping with Chinese tradition, there's also kao baos, which are baked baos with like beef or pork inside of them, and Chinese confectionery such as these hawthorn candies, which you can see. This is the final product of a takoyaki, and we got ourselves some sweet kind of lemonade with it, and a sort of a pancake as well. Now, another famous feature of Chiayi is this restaurant, since it was featured in Netflix. It is very well known for its fish head soup, and it is very popular, so you need to try and reserve if you can. We weren't able to try it since we were stuffed and a little stretched for time, but I mean, if you're there and you wanted to give it a try, definitely try it out. Now obviously street food wouldn't be complete without some sort of entertainment, either be it in the form of games or music, as you can see here, which in Chiayi was pretty abundant. And when talking about games, obviously you have to go and visit the arcades, which are still very popular all over Asia, unlike in the West. And they have all kinds of reaction games, speed games, anything that you want. As you can see here, how these guys are fully going. And like any good street food court, whatever, there is some entertainment, well, some or a lot of entertainment for the kids as well, as you can see here, for the younger kids, smaller games for the kids, and outside as well. Now, one thing that Chiayi is also pretty well known for is its turkey rice. And obviously, since we wanted to go turkey rice, we did a little bit of searching around, and we found this little place. It is pretty nice, and so we got ourselves a few dishes. As you can see, we got the turkey rice obviously itself, we got some oysters, which is on the top, and some silky tofu with 1000-year eggs. Now, the turkey rice was definitely not a disappointment. The turkey juices go into the rice very nicely. The turkey is not too dry and not too fatty either, so it works perfectly. It's actually easily digestible, and I mean, as you can see, I'm enjoying it quite a bit, because you can literally feel like the little bit of fat in your mouth, whilst at the same time have like a relatively fresh feeling without that feeling of dry meat. So a definite like 7 to 9 out of, I would actually just say a 9 out of 10 for the turkey rice. Now, as I've mentioned in other videos, Taiwan is also pretty well known for its oysters. So as we said, we got that oyster dish. That oyster dish was also very well done. The oysters were properly cooked. The sauce was amazing. It worked very well, the combination. And like if you have a little bit too much sauce, you can actually take some of the turkey rice to like cleanse it down. So also oysters, also a good 8 out of 10. So lastly, tofu with 1000-year eggs. As you can see here, it looks like a very pretty picture and it tastes like a very pretty picture. Obviously you need to be into 1000-year eggs a little, since that flavor is quite special, quite sulfury. But if you enjoy it, you're going to enjoy this dish a lot, because the 1000-year eggs actually, that sulfury flavor mixes very well with the silky tofu that is actually very fresh and very light. So you get this strong flavor and light flavor all at the same time, which perfectly balances out. So yeah, that dish again, I would say a definite 8 out of 10. So yeah, that was it for our trip to Chiayi, and specifically our trip to all of the street food in Chiayi. So please, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll leave you with some images of me enjoying the rest of the turkey rice and all of the dishes that we got towards the end of the night, which again was superb.